Hello fellow YouTubers, LEGO EWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Reactivate, Optimus Prime, and Soundwave. I have to say, from the first couple figures, I don't have Bumblebee and Starscream yet, but I've heard those are really good. People really like this Optimus. I've heard Soundwave is just kind of whatever, but this Optimus does look really nice. So, off to a good start with the quality of the figures. We have a plastic bubble again. I'm so happy about that they're bringing those back. And we have plastic ties, not the... I mean, to be fair, I didn't really hate the rope things. I'm just kind of glad to seeing a return to form. And this packaging is really, really cool looking. It gives a nice look at the figures. Some awesome artwork on either side. Flip it around. Optimus transforms in 37 steps. Soundwave transforms in 15 steps. This game is going to be developed by Splash Damage. And hopefully we'll get more information soon. Hopefully there will be something next year. It looks like we have some screenshots from the game. I'm skeptical about this game, but I am also really excited about it because from what we've seen, it looks more like a return to the type of game I want, the War for Cybertron and Fall Cybertron type gameplay. I hope. But even if not, it looks like we're getting some good figures out of it, so that's nice. So I'd say that pretty much does it for the packaging. Now we can get on to the figures. So here we have Soundwave in his alt mode, and Soundwave, of course, has gone through a lot of different alt modes over the years, but I have to say, this has to be one of my favorites. This is really cool looking. You can still tell it's him, like that's going to become his chest later. But overall, the color scheme is really nice, and I don't know, it's just cool looking alt mode. There's definitely some missing details, like the back is completely bare. But the color that is there, I really dig it. One thing that's interesting is that this looks like a seat right here, and I'm just wondering if that's going to be in the game where humans sit on him and fire. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for whenever that game comes out. I like the kind of bar window. There's probably a name for that. These barred windows. I just can't think of it right now. Like the painted headlights. It's just really nice looking. Rolling is pretty good on this guy. No complaints there, even if they are pegged on wheels. Now it does bug me a little bit that the feet are sticking out of the bottom back here, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I'd say that pretty much covers the alt mode. I'd say the alt mode is probably my favorite part of this figure. Not that the other parts are bad, just this alt mode is really nice. So now we can move on to the transformation. In this transformation, you know, this guy is a shell former, but at least there are some more things going on. I think I'm a little less critical of shell former transformations ever since Earthrise RC. Like anything other than that, if, you know, there's at least stuff going on and it's not just the robot mode resting underneath the vehicle, I'm a little more okay with it. Let's go ahead and get these weapons removed. And first off, just come right here, untab this, and come right here and undo the front section here, like that. Take the arms, untab them, just fold them out, like that. And I'm gonna need to angle the camera up. And go ahead and split the legs, rotate them like this. And then fold these wheels in, fold that section down. Do the same thing over here. Go ahead and just kind of get the wheels up here like this. They're on double hinges, so just fold this up, then that down like that. And then go ahead and fold this down like that. And then the head can just tab in right there. You want to get these arms folded in. Just go ahead and push the wheels up, collapse the backpack, fold this down, and there you're pretty much done with the base robot mode. And aside from the pretty big backpack, I think this is a really cool design for Soundwave. It feels fresh while still being unmistakably Soundwave, which is something I can appreciate. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's just how I feel about this design. Go ahead and put his guns on like that. And I do wish he came with laser beak, but I guess they just couldn't do that on a deluxe size Soundwave, which is a bummer. But, oh well, I guess. Head sculpt, really nice looking. No complaints there. There's his iconic chest. It's just really a shame we don't have a minicon to put in there. All around though, sculpts and paintwork, I feel are well done. Now in terms of his articulation, head is on a ball joint. Can look up that far and down that far. Can look right and left. Get a little bit of side to side. The shoulders are ball jointed, which is very weird. You don't see that a lot nowadays. But they can do a full 360. They can go out that far. You have a bicep rotation, an elbow bend that goes a smidge over 90. He has wrist rotation. He has a waist swivel. His legs can go forward that far. A lot of movement there. And back that far. Not a lot of movement there. They can go out to the side. Not too far, but it gets the job done. He has a thigh rotation, a knee bend, which goes over 90, very much appreciated. And he has ankle pivot. So, there are some issues, mainly just the legs not going back very far, but otherwise, I don't have too many major complaints with the articulation. Pretty much every pose I want for this guy is fairly doable. So, I'll take it. So that's pretty much Soundwave. He's definitely not the highlight of this set, but he's still pretty good in my opinion. But now we can get on to the better figure, Optimus. And I'd pretty much say the same thing about this guy that I did for Soundwave in terms of aesthetics. This feels like a nice updated G1 Optimus. It's still recognizable, but it still feels fresh. And I just really like that. One thing I don't like, the weapon storage, but it's there, it's whatever. I know the whole story is supposed to be that they've been reassembled, and yeah, I can see that look here. I like this section right here with the teeth, and you can see the battle damage there, and I know not everyone likes battle damage, but I think it's done pretty well here. And I really like the way the legs work. Thing that a lot of people have been saying, and I agree, is that this is just a nice change of pace for Optimus leg transformations, because most of the time the legs just kind of fold up and the feet stick out and they call it a day, but no, this is very different. That's a nice Autobot symbol. And he does have Matrix of Leadership right on display for Decepticons to shoot through and destroy it right there and then and there. Also, these are painted, which I definitely approve of because these sections on Optimus go unpainted a lot, so that's definitely refreshing. He's got the silver smokestacks. And just, all in all, really nice alt mode. So, I think we can move on to the transformation. Alright, just went ahead and angled the camera up ahead of time. So to start off, just go ahead and fold this section up. And just kind of untab the sides right here. So then you can fold this up. And you can go ahead and fold these out. Rotate right here. And then fold this down. Fold that up. Really like how the arms clean up there. And do the same on this side. Do be careful with these because I've got a stress mark on mine right there, which is definitely a bummer. Hopefully nothing will come of that. Go ahead and fold this down and untab these and fold them up. Go ahead and collapse these and then untab this, fold it to the back, fold this forward, fold the chest section down, then fold the stomach up, fold the head forward. Go ahead and collapse this like that. And then this is going to tab in right there in that slot, like that. And then there's a tab right here that's going to go in right there, like that. Then go in and split the legs, fold these out, fold the feet aside, and then fold that out. And that clicks into place, which is nice. Collapse that, put the feet down. You do the same thing on the other side. Collapse that, pull the feet up. And there you have Optimus in his robot mode. One of my favorite things about this robot mode has to be how there really aren't too many hollow spots to speak of. This is filled in back here. There aren't gaping holes in the thighs. He's pretty filled in, and you can kind of feel that. He feels pretty robust. Head sculpt, really nice. Definitely feels like a modernized G1 Optimus. Interesting design with the shoulders. They're not very square. They're more rectangular, sort of. Now for his accessories, I'm not crazy about this gun, mainly because why is that tab so stinking stubby? What purpose would that serve? Because you put that in there and he can't hold that. Look how loose that is. Just, I can't wrap my head around why they would do that. That really annoys me. It still looks like Optimus's gun, but I don't know. I just don't like how short that tab is. The axe is okay. It's a nice translucent orangish, I'm pretty sure is what that color is. I don't know. I'm slightly colorblind, so correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. That just goes onto his hand, and that works pretty well. And then I showed this off earlier, but he comes with yet another Matrix of Leadership. We've gotten so many matrices, matrixi, whatever it is. Still an alright matrix. Just, it's not like an amazing concept anymore. Now the chest doesn't fully collapse, and you can kind of see that hinge in there. That bugs me a little bit, but it's not too horrible. Now to get into his articulation. His articulation is really nice. So his head is on a ball joint. You can look up that far and down that far. You can look right and left. Pass them side to side. Shoulders can do a full 360. They can go out to the side that far. You have a bicep rotation. Arms can go pretty much exactly a 90. Then the wrist swivel. It has a waist swivel, which can be a little impeded by the backpack kibble, but it's not like I'm going to be posing him turning all the way around at the waist or anything. Legs can go forward that far and back that far. They can go out to the side. You have a thigh rotation. Knees go over a 90. Very nice. And he has ankle pivot. So, articulation, I really don't have any major gripes. I feel this guy, you can get him into a lot of different poses. So I'd say that pretty much covers it for Optimus and this set. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty solid set. I wasn't really too sure how I'd feel about it because going into it I heard Soundwave wasn't horrible, but wasn't a great figure. Honestly though, I'm pretty happy with him. I don't like that he's a shell former. Like, I don't like the backpack, but I really like the alt mode, and I think the robot mode looks pretty cool and has fairly decent posability, so I appreciate it for that. And most lines need to have a weak link figure at some point. It's just how it happens. And if this is the weakest figure in this line, then I'm really looking forward to it because I still like him. Optimus, though, is definitely the highlight figure here. He looks great in both modes, and the transformation is such a nice mix of Optimus figures from the past. It just feels fresh, and I really like that about him. Also has fantastic posability. Overall, do I recommend you get this set? Definitely. You can still get this on Amazon for the original price. And I know some people weren't thrilled about that price, but it's really not that much more than you would be paying to get a Modern Deluxe and Voyager. It has been sticking around for a little while, though, so maybe you can wait for a sale. I'm not entirely sure. I know when these are first coming out, they hit GameStops, but I haven't really seen anyone get these from GameStop in a little while, so that ship may have sailed by now. But yeah, I definitely recommend you get this set. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Well, soon, hopefully I can take a look at the Bumblebee and Starscream, which I've also heard is a really nice set with 2 great figures, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on the Optimus and Soundwave Reactivate 2-pack. So let me know in the comments what you think of this set, and if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and God bless.